It's fucking horse! Why did this movie have to suck? There was a lot of potential in making a good Daredevil movie, but they just went and fucked it all up. And I'm not even talking about the stupid shit like people complaining that the Kingpin was a black guy. I honestly didn't give a fuck about that. Or Ben Affleck being casted as Daredevil. I mean, with the right direction, he might have pulled it off. Or even Colin Farrell. Never mind. Colin Farrell is fucking horse in this. Well, I had to review it, seeing as people see this as one of the worst comic book movies of all time. Get ready for some grade A ass. This is Daredevil. So the movie begins at the end of the movie. I fucking hate when movies do this because it completely takes away the element of surprise. From this moment on, I don't care about what's going on in the movie. I just want to know what's going on from this moment on.
They say your whole life flashes before your eyes when you die.
Then after that, we get so much exposition about how he became Daredevil. Ben Affleck narrates his entire childhood in like 20 minutes. Why is there so much exposition? Good comic book movies just have the origin story naturally happen. It doesn't force you to listen to it. The dialogue in this movie is so cliche that it's just a joke. Listen to this shit.
You don't hit nothing but books, get me? You'll be a doctor or a lawyer.
It's super unrealistic too, like with the scene when these bullies are making fun of him for being blind. I don't care who the fuck you are, you don't make fun of a kid for being blind. Then he kicks the shit out of the bullies and whips out a flash kick. And this movie fucking loves flash kicks. We come to present day where Matt Murdock has grown up and become a lawyer. If he never solves the case, then he just finds the culprit down and kicks the fucking shit out of him. I mean, that's Daredevil, that's pretty sweet. But the fight scenes are ruined by the fucking audio. At first I thought my TV was fucking up, but then I realized it's just an audio effect they're putting into the movie. It's more distracting and annoying than anything else. Meanwhile, on the set of The Matrix, he finally meets up with his culprit and totally fucking offs the guy. Isn't that like superhero rule number 1 not to do that? Then there's this fucking scene. When Matt Murdock and his business partner are just talking, the movie introduces the love interest Elektra, played by Jennifer Garner. And this is exactly how the situation plays out.
I was just looking for some honey.
Right in front of you.
Matt Murdock.
Okay, what? Has that ever happened in the history of ever? Where a guy met a girl in a coffee shop and immediately they started battling outside? Is this seriously the best way that you could write her into the movie? Horse! Then there's our main villain, the Kingpin. Now, I have no problem with Michael Clarke Duncan playing him. The issue I had is that he played him way too cool. The Kingpin is always supposed to be on the edge of raging out, not keeping it cool all the time. Then there's Colin Farrell's Bullseye. Fuck. Just look at how much of a douchebag he is in this. He stares down a security dog. Give me a fucking break with this guy. He carved a bullseye in his forehead? What a loser! So while Matt Murdock's trying to prove that Coolio didn't kill a prostitute, yeah, wrap your head around that one. He comes to realize that murdering criminals might not be the best way to go around being a superhero after all.
I'm not the bad guy.
I'm glad you realized that, because can we start the movie now? It's been like fucking an hour and there's no conflict in this movie yet. I mean, we just keep getting introduced to more and more characters, but nothing's happening between these people. Finally, when something does happen, it happens incredibly fast. Kingpin tells this old guy that he's gonna kill his daughter, who happens to be Elektra. Okay. There was no warning about that at all. So they escape the party, and as he's bringing his daughter to safety, Bullseye flies in out of nowhere, standing on a motorcycle, and starts throwing out ninja stars. Unbelievable. But just in time, Daredevil comes in to save the day. Flash kick off the bike. Yeah, fucking right. To top it off, somehow during the flash kick, he stole Daredevil's staff and throws it at Elektra's dad to kill him. This is not even the worst part of it. Even though she saw this happen from 50 yards away, she thinks it's Daredevil that threw the staff. Before, the movie didn't have any conflict, now it's just shoving it down our throats. Then at her dad's funeral, we get some cliche bullshit again.
I want revenge.
Revenge won't make the pain go away.
By the time this movie came out, that line had been abused. But if you're gonna train for revenge, you better do it right. A training montage blasting Evanescence? This is fucking hilarious. I think it's hilarious because I actually imagine that Elektra is blasting it in her penthouse while doing this. While Daredevil's trying to find Bullseye, he runs into Elektra, who's jacked up on Evanescence, and decides that this is the time she's gonna take on her revenge. Which, again, is ridiculous because there's no way that she didn't see Bullseye kill him and not Daredevil. Well, she ends up getting the better of him and actually stabs him in the chest with a sigh. She's devastated when she finds out that it's Matt Murdock, the guy she's been in love with for a week. How did you not remember it was him? Weren't you fighting him earlier? This is when Bullseye shows up and totally owns her. You idiot! Why would you try to catch it again? Just get the fuck out of the way! So Bullseye ends up killing her right in front of Daredevil, and I always thought that she survived in this movie, but she doesn't. This is it for her. She's fucking done. So we finally come back to the scene at the beginning of the movie, and it's just incredibly rushed from this point on. Bullseye and Daredevil have this fight scene that's CG'd to fuck. I mean, look at this for example. This isn't even cool. This is just fucking horse. So unbelievable. So with his dying words, Bullseye basically spills the beans that Kingpin's behind everything, which I thought Daredevil knew anyways. So Daredevil goes straight to Kingpin. You think a guy that just got stabbed in the chest and had a battle with an assassin would take a night off? You know, plan, strategize. No, let's just go gung-ho and go after him. After he gets his ass kicked, he does this sweet slide move and actually destroys his knees to win the fight. And instead of killing him, he just lets the cops come and arrest him. And you know why?
I'm not the bad guy.
Was that the theme of this movie? Oh, fuck it, let's end this. Well, this movie is ass. Is it one of the worst comic book movies ever made? Yeah, I would say it's in the top 5 for sure, but I would not blame the actors for this one. This script sucks. It's super cheesy. The pacing of it is absolutely atrocious, seeing that the beginning's too long and the ending's way too short. I just hope that the Netflix TV show will be a lot better. For those who were wondering, yeah, Coolio gets off. So random, Coolio. I give it a young, hot, and sexy Jennifer Garner out of 10. Stay tuned next time. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and please like us on Facebook at Neckbeard Reviews.